In the world of high-stakes business, there is a ghost that haunts every visionary, the ghost of total failure. In December 2008, that ghost was sitting in Elon Musk's office. He was 48 hours away from the collapse of everything he had built. No money in the bank, his rockets were exploding in the atmosphere, and his car company was being mocked by the global media. To the outside world, he was a madman who had wasted a fortune. But to Elon, this wasn't the end. It was a cold, hard mathematical equation waiting to be solved. Welcome to the first chapter of a journey that changed the world. This is the dark side of the money logic. To understand the billion-dollar empire, we must travel back to Pretoria, South Africa. Elon was not a popular kid. He was the smallest, the quietest, and often the target of brutal bullying. He found his escape in books. He read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica at age 9. While others were playing outside, Elon was building worlds inside a computer screen. At age 12, he created his first game, Blastar. He sold it for $500. That was the first time he realized that logic could be turned into capital. He didn't just want to leave his school or his city. He wanted to leave the planet. And to do that, he needed the ultimate fuel, the American dream. Would Elon Musk succeed where Jostin Other was cuplessly billions of dollars? The cancer is a mental model. A lettuce to the front mother was looking for fistable thinking. Most people live their lives by analogy. They do things because that's how it's always been done. But Elon, he refuses to follow the crowd. When he started SpaceX, he looked at the price of a rocket, $60 million. He didn't ask, how can I afford this? He asked, what is a rocket made of? Aerospace-grade aluminum, titanium, copper, carbon fiber. He calculated the cost of these raw materials on the London Metal Exchange. The result? The raw materials were only 2% of the rocket's price. The other 98% was just human inefficiency. This is the money logic. If you can't find a way, build one. He didn't just build a company, he built a more logical reality. 2008 was the year the music almost stopped. Imagine losing everything you have, worked for, all at once. 3 SpaceX rockets had already exploded, turning hundreds of millions of dollars into smoke and seawater. At the same time, Tesla was bleeding cash during the Great Recession. The world was collapsing, and Elon was at the center of the storm. He was sleeping on friends' couches, working 22 hours a day, and facing a brutal public divorce. He was facing a $22 million payroll, with zero capital in the bank. He reached a breaking point. He had $40 million left. If he gave it all to Tesla, SpaceX would die. If he gave it to SpaceX, Tesla would die. He refused to choose. He split the money, a move his own advisors called financial suicide. He bet his life on a coin flip. He burned his Menton people. He chose to survive or die trying. To the average person, what Elon Musk did was insane. But to a master of the money logic, it was a calculated move. In high finance, there is a concept called asymmetric risk. Most people spend their lives avoiding risk. They are afraid of losing what they already have. But Elon looked at the math differently. The downside was already known, bankruptcy, losing everything. But he was already facing that. He had nothing left to lose. The upside, however, was infinite. Becoming the leader of the electric car revolution, building the bridge to Mars, becoming the wealthiest individual in history. When the cost of failure is the same as the cost of doing nothing, but the reward for success is the world, then betting it all is the only logical choice. This is why 99% of people stay average. They fear the fall so much, they never even try to fly. Elon Musk didn't just burn the boats, he burned the entire ocean. The year is now 2024. The laughter has officially stopped. SpaceX is no longer a joke. It is the most dominant space entity on the planet. They are not just launching rockets, they are landing them vertically on ships in the middle of the ocean. They have turned science fiction into daily reality. Tesla is not just a car company. It is the world's most valuable automaker, forcing every giant from Detroit to Germany to follow in Elon's footsteps. But the logic did not stop there. From Starlink's global satellite internet to Neuralink's brain-computer interface, every move follows the same cold, calculated pattern. Identify a bottleneck in human evolution, apply first principles, and risk everything to solve it. Elon Musk has moved beyond being a businessman. He has become a sovereign individual with the power to shape the very destiny of our species. He proved that if your logic is sound and your will is unbreakable, the entire universe will eventually align with your vision. Success is not a secret code. It is not reserved for the lucky few. It is a series of logical decisions made under extreme pressure when the whole world is shouting that you are wrong. Elon Musk's journey proves one thing: your biggest failures are often just the foundation for your greatest victories. But it requires a mindset that most people are too afraid to adopt. It requires the guts to trust your own logic when your bank account is empty and your dreams are exploding. So, I have to ask you, what is your $40 million gamble? What are you building in the dark while the world is sleeping? Tell us your story in the comments. Let's start a conversation about the future. If you are ready to master the logic of wealth and change your reality, you belong here. Subscribe to The Money Logic. We are decoding the future, one story at a time. Your journey to the top starts now.